All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol CTRM, Castor Maritime Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And before we jump into everything that this chart has to offer today and it's showing us, I want every single investor to be aware that I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video. But before we talk about that ticker symbol, I have two ticker symbols that were mentioned by investors and viewers in the comment section, and I want to go over it, and you guys are going to get a little bit about my perspective in regards to market caps, financials, and the price per share, and what that means based off of the information on the ticker symbol, and why or why not I would recommend it as a ticker symbol to add to your watch list. So stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about those two ticker symbols. I hope you guys learned something new from that, and stay tuned to the very end, because there's a new ticker symbol to add to your watch list. So here we are with our new resistance levels and supports, and CTRM is holding itself up pretty nicely from way above the 30-cent range and even down here at the 17 and 20-cent range, right? So a lot of investors are pretty much long on this one, and when you look at it from this point to where we're at now, it's been a very subtle upward movement. Very quiet though. But it's been working up. It's been working up. Now, this ticker symbol needs more news and so forth, but a lot of bulls are anticipating some more catalysts to come, and catalysts that are actually going to get it above $1 and to stay above $1. That's what a lot of investors are expecting and hoping for. So we're going to have to see moving forward how this is going to react. So CTRM. What is our support and 50-day moving average? Our 50-day moving average is 67.07. I want every single investor to write that down. 67.07. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Now our support is 67.19. If this gets broken through, they're both in the same cent range. It's just a difference from the hundreds and thousands place, but they're both in 67. So if this gets broken through, your next support would be way down here at 64.30. But I personally would use here 65.88. This is completely optional as a midway point to see how it's reacting if it broke through support in the 50-day moving average within bearish territory before even waiting to go this deeper. So I would watch and see if the bulls are trying to reappear, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. So it's optional, but it helps to dissect the chart a little bit more to see how it's reacting within these levels. Doesn't mean that you have to react, but you understand what's going on and how much deeper it's going. Obviously, now it would be a big red flag if it breaks through the lowest point that we've seen it reach 47, or even the most recent low of 61. But as of right now, 67, 65, and 64 are points of reference you can use to see how the stock is reacting. Now, we're currently at 68.10, and our resistance level is 69.91. That needs to be broken through. I want every single investor to be aware of that. 69.91 needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can pull upwards, continue this slight momentum in the upward direction, maintain leverage in bullish territory, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average upwards, okay? Reaching newer highs and new resistance levels. Very important. Now, the next resistance level and the highest point of the day was 70.77. I would tell every single investor to write that down and keep it in mind if this breaks through resistance, to see if there's a rejection or if both of them can be broken through, and how much higher could this stock continue to go. Because then the next points would be up here at 72 and then up at 75. But before getting to any of those upward numbers, 69.91 needs to be broken through. I want to emphasize that to pull further away from the 50-day moving average and work upwards. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned for more information on the other two ticker symbols. I hope you guys learned something new from that. And stay tuned to the very end, because the third ticker symbol is going to be the one you want to add to your watch list and keep on your radar. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm going to share with you guys is in the mobile gaming sector, and there's so much room moving forward for this stock. Now, before we talk about that stock that you want to add to your watch list in the mobile gaming sector, I have two ticker symbols to share with you guys that other investors talked about, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time, and I'm going to share how I feel about them. So AVGR, it's a penny stock. Would I ever recommend a penny stock? Probably if there's a big event coming up or I know anything that is going to create a catalyst, I would mention it and tell you guys it's a very speculative play. There's high risk, high reward, high risk, high loss as well, right? So I definitely would state that when I'm talking about a ticker symbol like this. Would I recommend this? No, I would not tell anyone to add this to their watch list because I don't really know why it's running up. I haven't had time to check it out. It might be that they're finally becoming profitable or a new innovation that's giving this optimistic outlook, which the chart is looking pretty good so far, but the total market cap is so small that if you get in now and this becomes a $1 billion company or more, then you got in on time. But how do you know it's going to get there? It takes so much other understanding, right? You got to dig real deep. So I don't like the market cap that much. And the second thing is the income statements in the last 3 years up to 2019, from 2016 to 2019. And in the quarterly, we can see in 2020, not a single profitable dollar, right? Never been profitable. And even on the annual, it's never been profitable in the last 4 years. Now, what has changed from 2020 December to 2021 January? Could it have finally become profitable? Probably. Or it's an innovation. I don't understand this company enough to tell anyone to add this to their watch list, but this is a swing trade play or a day trade play based off the chart. I mean, you could see it here, how it's reacted a few times within just a few days throughout December, and even now in January after this pullback, it's already running back up. Now, I saw this come up on my stock screener a few times, and that's definitely something that was interesting, the amount of volume that it had, but that was just, a ticker symbol that you would swing trade or day trade. Did I consider at some point swing trading this or day trading in this? I did, but I try to stay away from these when I don't know enough, okay? Because it's very risky. Now, the second one is ASX. Now, this is comparable to yesterday's mention, which is UMC. And UMC is worth a little bit more than this one, but when we look at this chart, it's been growing exponentially around the same time frame as UMC. Very interesting. So this is another competitor in the semiconductor sector. So for the investor that mentioned this one, thank you so much for sharing it and bringing it to everyone's attention. It looks like it's had a lot of growth, but the market cap is a little bit smaller. I do want you guys to be aware of that. So if the market cap was to grow to 23 billion and it's worth more than the other one, right, which is UMC, that could be a sign that it's right there fighting with it and they're around the same valuation. But if it comes up to 23 billion and the total amount per share is less than $9.50, that was where UMC was yesterday when we talked about it, then there could be some upward room here because it has $1 to grow and they're at the same market cap. So that means that it's almost a whole dollar ahead. I know it's kind of confusing. So the higher the market cap and the lower the US dollar, the better of a chance there is that as it continues to grow, it can actually grow with it and grow even more exponentially. So that's going to be interesting. It's a little bit below it, and you could see the price difference, right? It's $2 and some change, but they are far apart from each other when it comes to the market cap and also revenue, okay? So revenue fluctuates a little bit here for this company, like up and down. It's a little bit wild. And then it was a lot more revenue back in 2016 than it has been now. And net income. Revenue has been growing, right? And here we could see the revenue going up and down, and then net income going up and down with it. But the annual revenue has been growing year after year. But the thing is, net income is more important than revenue, and net income has gone down. So every single year, it's gone lower and lower to the point that it's almost dropped to a point where it's like $500 million, but now revenue is like 13 billion. That means more money's coming in, but not a lot of money staying. It's like probably going out into different costs. So this makes this a little bit different than UMC. UMC is a growing company. Now, I'm not saying ASX isn't growing, but in the last couple of years, revenue has gone up and profit margin has gone down. So something's going on there with their profits. Either they're taking on more debt. Who knows what they're doing? You'll have to do further digging. But this is one to definitely think about. But UMC is growing tremendously compared to this one. So what's the ticker symbol you guys want to add to your watch list? Well, that is Glue Mobile. GLUU, Glue Mobile Inc. Now, this is the one that's been downgraded. It's sitting at $8.98, and price targets are up at the $10 range. Now, it's been dropped by a few cents, but there's still room from $10 to $11 from where we're at. And even if this pulls back down to that $8.50, even down here to $7.70, or even these lows of $6.80, there's so much room. We'll have to see why it's falling and what price targets are being reiterated if they continue to get downgraded. But if they stay the same, that might be an opportunity. So this is definitely one you want to add to your watch list. Do further due diligence, do further research, check out more articles. And there was a rumor that Glue Mobile Inc. was going to probably merge, right, with Tencent. And that might be Tencent's opportunity to get into the markets and not just be over-the-counter market through Tencent, but if not through Glue Mobile, which is pretty interesting as well. So if anybody knows any more information on that, or if that rumor has died down, please comment down below. But this is definitely one to add to your watch list moving forward. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys so much, and let's make some money.